Okay, so I have over 1 million followers across platforms. Just to show you guys, that includes 470k followers on Instagram, 160k subs on YouTube, nearly 300k on TikTok, 350k on Snapchat, and 83k on Facebook. Now, this took me around 2 years. So from 0 to 1 million in 2 years, not bad. And now that I've actually done it, I want to go through in this video everything that I've learned so you can just steal it from me. I guarantee you, if you do these things, you'll gain followers a lot quicker. And what actually works when it comes to social media. So let's get right into the video. So the first thing to understand is that retention is king. And if you don't understand retention rate yet, you absolutely need to, because this is basically the backbone of how social media works now. Let's look at this video that I have on YouTube with 660k views. If I go to analytics, YouTube actually gives us a line of when people were actually watching the video and when they clicked off. So we can see here at the beginning, they mainly stayed on the video. And then this looks pretty good because this retention curve is really flat. You can see after 30 seconds in, we retained 86% of people, and past that, we still retained 67% of people. TikTok, by the way, has the same exact feature as well, where you can go on any video that you uploaded and look through the retention rate, which will show you when people actually dropped off versus when they were still watching. And you can see on this video at around 56 seconds, there was a pretty immediate drop off right at the end, which is probably because my video didn't end abruptly enough. People saw the end coming, which meant they actually just swiped away before the end actually came. Now, to actually be successful on social media, it's very important that you have a good retention rate. The reason for this is because the primary thing that social media platforms actually care about is getting more people to spend more time on their platform. The reason for that is because the more time that a user spends on a social media platform, the more ads that platform can play for them, and the more money the platform can make. So they're going to judge how well your video is doing and how many people to push it out to, mainly based off of how good the retention rate actually is. The two ways that you could really focus on optimizing the retention is, number one, having a hook that immediately grabs attention. It usually has to be something that is either not expected or just interesting. I'll go through an example video that I made right here, and let's look at the hook of this video.
If you take one ball and you start throwing it from hand to hand and practice getting really good at this, you might think to yourself, okay, this is pretty easy.
So what I actually like a lot about this hook is that it doesn't spend any time at all dilly-dallying. It just says, so if you take one ball, and then immediately gets right into the video. So this allows people to watch the video and not scroll because they are immediately pulled in by what the hook was. But what I think is actually even more interesting here is that not only does this hook stop the person from scrolling, but it does what every good hook should do, which is it sets up an expected payout by the end of the video that gives the user a good reason to actually stay. So I said, if you take one ball and you start throwing it from hand to hand like this, you might practice that and think, this is pretty easy, but what else can I do? So now the video is set up to say, well, what else can he do? Can he get a second ball? Can he get a third ball? And if you watch further into the video, that's what the premise is about. And you kind of have to keep watching to see, okay, he can do 3, but what tricks is he going to be able to do with this? Or is he going to be able to bring in a 4th ball? Or is he ultimately even going to be able to bring in a 5th ball, like you can see right here? So that's the first thing. Retention is king, and you need an interesting hook, and you need to set up a payout and exceed it by the end of the video. Cool. But let's talk about number 2, which is you always need to, in a video, to have the highest chance of it going viral, give people something to talk about. If you have no kind of extra element of sauce or interestingness or weirdness in your video, and you don't give them any extra thing to talk about beyond what the actual content was, your video just has a much lower threshold chance of doing well. And I want to show you an example of this with one of my most viral videos ever, which was this tutorial right here on how to juggle in 60 seconds. I'll show you the hook right here.
I'm going to teach you how to juggle 3 balls in under a minute. Start with 1 ball.
So this was a very simple video, and in my head, I just went through a 3-ball juggling tutorial, but if you look through the comments, most of the comments were not actually about the juggling tutorial itself. You can see here at 9 seconds into the video, I just bring another ball up with my foot right there, and I nonchalantly do it, and I don't even mention it. And a lot of the people spent their time commenting on that. The way you grab them with your foot, I also do that all the time. Yeah, how did you get the second ball in your hand? Was that your foot? Someone said, can we talk about them grippers? So the point is, the video was about one thing, but the thing that people were talking about was actually a second hidden layer behind the video, and that's what causes people to be like, wait, I need to rewatch this, I need to send this to a friend, I need to comment, and all of those things further get your video out in front of more people because the algorithm is seeing, oh, these people are interacting with it, there must be something good about this video. But then there was even one more hidden layer to this because people kept making ball jokes in the comments. Like this guy said, bro knows how to play with balls, or this guy said, my ex was a natural. Or this person said, I've learned to juggle too with mouth. So once again, what we actually have here is another second layer to the video that people are actually commenting about that doesn't actually have to do with the context of the video itself. And if you can include these in your video intentionally, that can be the difference between a 1 million view video and like a 100,000 view video. If you go to a lot of my videos now, you'll see that we intentionally include a lot of these things. So this video right here with 829,000 views, in this video, I actually purposely started this video by calling non-jugglers civilians. The reason I did that is because I knew people would be a little bit like talking about that in the comments, and you could see a bunch of people did. Like they'd mention the fact that I said civilians and include an emoji. Or say, are jugglers not civilians? Or this one, civilian versus real juggler. Or bro saying civilians like he's part of the CIA. I mean, they're all actually pretty funny, but the point is that I knew that there was a hidden layer here that I could talk about that would give people another reason to actually interact with my video, which I think is responsible for a lot of the reason that this video has 830,000 views. So that's number 2. And then number 3, which is the final thing that I realized, is post on all platforms. There's a lot of really good reasons to actually do this. The first thing is, especially when you start out, you need really quick feedback on the videos that you post. And sometimes you get lucky and unlucky with a certain platform pushing out a certain video, but you can get quicker feedback and reduce luck as a factor by posting your video to multiple platforms. So you can see I posted this video on Instagram. If I look on TikTok, it only got 9,000 views, but on Instagram, it got 879,000 views. And so that lets me know, okay, even though this didn't go viral on every single platform, it's still good feedback because I know that this is viral worthy content. It's just that it low-key probably didn't get the luck that it needed when this video was posted on TikTok. Is that if you grow on every single platform, you can start to monetize on every single platform. So for example, YouTube in the past 90 days has paid me $5,000 for just the videos that I've posted. TikTok in the past 60 days has also paid me around $5,000. And Snapchat, I don't think I can actually open it on my computer, but it pays me around $500 to $1,000 a week. So posting to every platform is absolutely crucial, which is why I use a tool called repurpose.io for it. I'll actually leave the link to it in the description. It's 100% free to start. But once you sign in, what it lets you do is it lets you set up automations between platforms, which makes things really, really, really easy. And then you don't have to manually post on every single one. The way I have it set up is I manually post on Instagram. So you can set up an automation between your main social media platform, which in my case is Instagram, and every single other platform. The reason I do Instagram is because Instagram already has a built-in feature that lets those videos automatically post to Threads and Facebook. So I post on Instagram, it gets automatically posted to there, and then I use Repurpose to get these videos automatically posted to TikTok, YouTube, Snapchat, Pinterest, and Twitter. And just so you guys know, I use this to get my videos up on YouTube as well as on TikTok, which has made me thousands and thousands of extra dollars, which doesn't even compare to the cost of Repurpose. So if you're doing content creation, we highly recommend Repurpose. And the main mission with this channel is to help you guys grow on social media and ultimately make more money. So if we delivered on that mission today, make sure to leave a like on this video. And as always, thank you guys all so much for watching. I'll catch you all in the next one, and peace.